to another edition of Marquette in Motion. We're your hosts, Morgan Minster
and Amber Krieg. On today's show, we'll be giving a report on recent student accomplishments, giving you some information on the upcoming preschool and kindergarten orientations, answering your questions in You Ask, We Answer,
and as always, updating you on Marquette sports and events. But now, Brooklyn is here to tell us who she'll be interviewing for this week's senior interview.
This week, I'll be interviewing Anna Zimet.
And we look forward to hearing that interview later on in the show. But now let's get to our graduation countdown. How many days do we have left, Morgan, until we are Marquette graduates?
There are now only 49 days until graduation.
That's a little scary, Morgan. I don't know if I'm ready for graduation, but there is one thing I am definitely ready for, and that's our performance of The Sound of Music tonight.
You and me both, Amber. Tonight marks Marquette's closing of our spring musical, and though we're a little sad to be finishing such a great season, we look forward to seeing some of our listeners in the audience tonight.
At 7 o'clock tonight, Marquette High School, junior high, and even a few grade school students will take to the stage in the MEC. And if you come out, you can look for a few familiar faces. Many of our reporters will be on stage. I personally will be playing the role of Captain Von Trapp's original fiancée, the Baroness Elsa Schrader.
And I will be playing the part of the oldest Von Trapp child, Liesel.
So everybody, what is one performance that you think our audiences will really enjoy from the show?
I think everyone will really enjoy Do Re Mi. That's kind of a well-known song that everybody knows, and it's a fun time to see all the kids interact, and it's very fun for us.
I think people will enjoy 16 Going on 17, which is a song between me and Jonathan. It's just a really cute little scene, and it kind of lightens the mood.
And I know I personally like my songs, too. They're not in the original movie, so nobody knows them as well, but they're really upbeat and super catchy.
I hope our audience enjoys all of the songs.
I know I'm looking forward to all of the songs, too. But there are a few other fun aspects of the show that audience members can look forward to seeing. The show calls for matching uniforms and play clothes for all of the children. So, Lauren, could you tell us a bit about those? Are they actually made out of curtains?
They actually are. We had so many volunteers that made all of these outfits to look authentically Austrian, and they actually made the children's play clothes out of real curtains.
I know I love the matching uniforms, but it isn't just the Von Trapp kids who wear matching clothes. The many nuns in our show also wear the same outfits the entire time. So what are those costumes like, Christina?
Well, there's a lot of pieces to them, so it can be a little difficult to change when you have to do quick scene changes, but they're kind of fun to wear.
So you mentioned quick scene changes. Could you guys tell us a little bit about those quick changes and how you had to perfect the art?
If I had to describe the quick changes in a word, it would be stressful. We don't have a lot of time. I know there's a scene where Morgan and I probably have 30 seconds to completely change our entire outfits in the second act. So our audience members can definitely be on the lookout for those.
And usually along with the costume changes come mic changes, so you really have to count on the people around you that they'll be there to help, because it's usually dark backstage.
You have a bike.
Talk about the bike. Talk about the bike.
Well, my favorite prop would probably be the bike that I get to use during Morgan and my song. I don't actually get to ride it, which is kind of disappointing. The bike originally had flames on the seats, but due to the time period and location, we had to remove the flames, which was very, very sad.
I have one. I really like my pitch pipe just because I feel like I'm always in control.
Well, before we hand the show over to Jam Time, I think that our listeners would enjoy a sneak peek of what's to come from tonight's show.
That sounded great, everyone. It's hard to believe that tonight's show will be the last show for our seniors.
Yeah, the current 8th graders will have a big void to fill.
Funny you should mention it. This Wednesday is freshman orientation.
For those who don't know, freshman orientation is when the 8th graders spend the afternoon with the high school students and student council.
They ask questions about anything from classes to the extracurricular activities that are available in high school and play fun icebreaker games.
That sounds exciting. Is there anything like that for the junior high?
Well, in addition to the 6th grade orientation on April 20th, there is also a shadow day.
Shadow Day is when the 5th graders pair up with the 6th graders and follow the 6th graders around for an afternoon in order to discover what it's like to be in middle school.
So when is that happening?
Shadow Day is April 19th.
Even though it won't be on the same day, the preschoolers and kindergartners will have their own orientation day. We like to call it an open house.
That sounds like fun. I don't remember mine, but I do know that it will be held in the Media Center this year on Thursday evening, April 14th, from 6:30 to 7:30.
The children and families will meet the principal, Mr. Kaiser, the development director, Mr. Klein, and the kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Kilberg, and the preschool teacher, Mrs. Schwager. They'll also learn what a day in the life of preschool and kindergarten is like, and they'll learn some secrets to help them learn a few things.
Well, it's time for all of us to get oriented to this commercial break. For Marquette in Motion, this has been
Jam Time!
With Justina Denlinger,
Allison Hager,
Megan Litter,
And Mackenzie Kilberg. Don't go away yet. Market in Motion will be back after these messages.
Welcome back to Marquette in Motion. Christina Coos is here with a report on some of our talented students.
With the school year beginning to near its end, we would like to take a moment to recognize some of our students' recent accomplishments. After this basketball season, junior Marissa Schrader and senior Christian Mickles received many awards for their achievements. Schrader was named First Team All-Conference Tri-Rivers East, First Team All-Area Telegraph Herald, First Team Quad City Times All-Eastern Iowa, IGCA All-District, IBCA All-Region, and INA Second Team All-State. But she is not done yet. Schrader is currently playing on the Wisconsin Elite Travel Team in the hopes of strengthening her skills and playing for a college in her future. CJ Mickles was awarded with the Academic All-State Award, which he received at the state tournament in Des Moines. First Team All-Conference, Quad City Times First Team All-Area, and Telegraph Herald First Team All-Area. Recently, K-8 students took part in a t-shirt contest held by Patzner's Pro Shop. Emma Callahan and Elise Kilberg won the contest with their unique Marquette t-shirt designs. As you may have heard on our show last week, our host, Morgan Minster, was named an All-State performer for her after-dinner speech. She performed earlier this week in Cedar Falls and received a medal to commemorate her accomplishment. One of our other very own reporters, Brooklyn Moore, participated in the Conduct Counts video and audio contest. She was awarded first place and received a $1,000 scholarship. Congratulations to all of our students for their accomplishments this school year. For Marquette in Motion, this has been Christina Coos.
Congratulations to all of our very talented students. We certainly are proud of everyone. Thanks to our community for their continued support, especially at the Magic of Children last weekend. Our first question asks if the Magic of Children Helping Hands raised enough money for the recording studio.
The Helping Hands portion of the Magic of Children raised over $3,000 for a recording studio in Marquette. It appears that next year our radio show will indeed be coming to you from our very own studio. We'll let you know more information as it is released.
How exciting, Lauren. One listener asked how many snow days there have been this year.
Well, that is a question I think any Marquette senior could easily answer, Morgan. This year there have been a grand total of 0 snow days and 0 late starts. This does mean that the last day of school will come right on schedule for everybody. It will be Friday, May 27th. The seniors, however, will have their last day of classes on Friday, May 20th. On the 21st, they will leave for their senior trip to the East Coast.
Speaking of seniors, Lauren, when will scholarship recipients be announced?
Well, Morgan, some seniors have already been hearing back from their colleges and individual scholarship institutions with the monetary awards they have received for their college education. The local winners will be announced on Academic Awards Night, Wednesday, May 18th. The year is certainly winding down for all of us here at Marquette. So, make sure you're submitting your questions to me at marquetteinmotion@marquettecatholic.com. I'll be back with the answers to those questions next week. Until then, for Marquette in Motion, this has been Lauren Kilberg. Our program will be right back.
We're back with Marquette in Motion. Sam Peters and Jonathan Herrig are here with your Marquette Sports and Updates report.
Thanks, Morgan. The Marquette soccer team participated in a tournament this past Saturday at Solon. Marquette won their first 2 games, but were unable to win the third and final game against the strong team of Solon, giving Marquette the second-place title of the tournament. Our soccer team also played their first game on the new home field this past Tuesday against Prince of Peace. Marquette became prepared and won with a final score of 3-0.
In other news, our open house for preschool and kindergarten will take place this coming Thursday, April 14th. Also, don't forget to see Marquette's last performance of The Sound of Music tonight at 7 o'clock. We hope to see you all there. For Marquette in Motion, this has been Sam Peters.
And Jonathan Herrick
with your Marquette Sports and Updates report.
Thanks, boys. Now we'll turn it on over to Brooklyn Moore for her senior interview.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brooklyn Moore, and I'll be interviewing Anna Zimet. So, Anna, do you have any plans after high school?
I don't know what I'm going to be doing at this point.
That's okay. I understand you'll be in the spring musical. What character will you be portraying?
I will, in fact, be playing two, and I will be a nun, and I will also be playing Lady Baroness.
That's exciting. Are you looking forward to the musical?
Yes, I am.
That's great. Besides acting and singing, do you have any other hobbies?
When I have my free time, I like to read.
Me too. I have a couple of quick questions for you. The first, and how fitting, who's your favorite singer?
I don't have a favorite singer.
There's a lot of good ones out there. Do you have a favorite song?
My favorite songs would be with with Lindsey Sterling.
What's your biggest fear?
Being the center of attention.
Who's your role model?
Lindsey Sterling.
Do you have a favorite food?
Chocolate.
Ooh. What's your favorite TV show?
Doctor Who.
Do you have a favorite Marquette memory?
Going to tech.
That's good. What's your biggest pet peeve?
Somebody that tells you something you already know.
Oh, I'm going to have to tell our audience something they probably know already, too. Our interview has come to an end. Speaking of which, thanks, Anna, for letting me interview, and thanks to all our listeners. Make sure to keep tuning in. For Marquette in Motion, this has been Brooklyn Moore.
Thanks for reporting, everyone.
And thanks for tuning in. For Marquette in Motion, this has been Morgan Minster
and Amber Krieg.
And remember, stay informed, stay involved, stay
in motion.